morning, grade 7. Let's have now computer 7, right? As promised. Let's move now to the second module for the third quarter, weeks 5 to 8, right? Which entitled Working with Spreadsheets, okay? Inside this module, we'll be discussing about how to maximize, okay, the use of spreadsheet or MS Excel, okay? We'll be talking about the practical usage, usability of spreadsheets. And of course, talking about spreadsheets, also, how can we incorporate spreadsheets with our work, okay? As a matter of fact, I included here a performance task for you to encode, okay? I will be giving something, okay? A data for you to encode in a MS Excel, okay? Or for me also to gauge if you really understand what we had discussed, right? Let's continue. MS Excel. Excel was first released in 1987 as a competition against another spreadsheet software back then with Lotus 123. I know Lotus. MS Excel had lead on Lotus in 1993 when version 5 was released. Lotus 123 and MS Excel both use grid of cells rather than plain straightforward blank documents. Okay, the grids help in creating aligned values either in rows and columns, same as what we had with our MS Excel now, but this is different, right? Are named after the column letter and row, same, okay? Row number of the cell. MS Excel copied the cell naming style of Lotus 123, which was the first use of letters and columns or column labels. So this is much easier for us also to navigate and to maximize the use of MS Excel simply because it is actually named, the columns are named with letters and the rows are named with numbers. So much easier for us to identify. Okay, as you can see, this is MS Excel 2016 to 2019. Okay, I will let you see the MS Excel 2021. That's the latest version. Okay, which is actually different. If you're going to look at its environment, it's different. Okay, but it has common features. Okay, this is MS Excel 2021. Okay, the latest version of Microsoft Office, which enables you to search here. Okay, and of course, if you are logged in with your account, okay, log in with your account, you can access the file online. Okay, multiple users. So that's one of the feature. Basically, one of their feature with regards to MS Office 2021. Okay, let's continue. Other than regular text and numbers to be entered in the cell, MS Excel also uses formulas which utilize pre-programmed codes called functions to execute a certain command with arguments. Okay, functions are codes that will trigger certain calculation method in Excel by fulfilling its required argument. We'll be discussing about functions. I'll be giving you some of these functions that are very essential in maximizing MS Excel. MS Excel ribbon interface, same with the other interface. Okay, same with other ribbon interface. MS Excel ribbon has the tabs home, insert, page, layout, review, and view, which are alike or which are all alike with other MS Office application. Unique to MS Excel is the formula tab and the data tab simply because we'll be handling data, we'll be managing data. Okay, that's why there is a formula tab there and the data tab. Okay, formulas tab contain a library of different functions in MS Excel. The formulas tab has book icons that show different set of related or similar functions. Just like this one. This is the formula tab. Okay. As you can see, it has different functions. And of course, this is where we actually calculate our data, okay, using the formula. The data tab shows the different tools in MS Excel that are mostly for managing data, data management, okay? These tools include those that can handle duplicates, can create drop-down menu in cells, consolidate reports, and etc. So this is your data tab. As you can see, this is to manage the data. A formula is to calculate, okay, the data gathered. Data tab is for us to manage the data. Like for example, we're going to look to put a filter, okay, a drop-down menu, or if you're going to arrange or sort it out from A to Z or from Z to A, and so on. So those are just few, right? A workbook is a group of one or more worksheets saved in one file. Okay, you can actually create a workbook with different tabs, okay, with different worksheets. Okay, to start a new workbook, in the File tab, click New, and then select Blank Workbook. By default, a workbook has one worksheet named as Sheet 1, and so on. So if you're going to add another Sheet 2, okay? If more than one sheet is needed, users can click plus icon found on the bottom of the sheet beside the last sheet of the workbook. Succeeding new worksheets, as what I had discussed a while ago, will be named Sheet 2, 3, and so on, right? Hold on, I'll just take this call. All right, shall we continue? Are you still with me, everybody? Camera on, everyone. I can only see Jiros here. RJ, Mariana. Where's the camera, Mariana? Levaya. Okay. What happened to your camera, everyone? Guys,
Yes.
what happened to your camera? Wait, Travis. My phone is low. Forgot to charge. All right. Using Arion. It's great, Trav. It's good. Okay, let's continue. Users can navigate to another sheet by clicking on the sheet tab found below the worksheets. Okay. I am talking about this simply because you might use this one also, okay, in your higher use. Right? This is important feature also of worksheets or MS Office, and this can actually maximize that your data gathered. Okay. The shortcut keys, Control plus page up and Control plus page down, can be used to navigate between tabs. This is to navigate tabs. Like for example, if you have multiple tabs or worksheets, okay, you can actually navigate. Yes, Jaden.
What does the FN key mean?
Second function. FN is second function.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it means function. Okay, but you have function keys, right? Your F1, F2, F3, F4, those are function keys. But if you're going to look at the second function, if you're going to use the second function, you use the Fn key plus the F function. That's the second function. Okay.
Okay.
Note that in keyboards where there is no detectable page up, page down keys, they may be found in the up and down arrow keys, which can be accessed with an Fn key or second function keys. Okay. Therefore, the shortcut becomes Control Fn, page up, page down. So it depends upon your keyboard. That's why it is really important that you familiarize your keyboard, especially in laptops and desktops. Okay. These keys can actually maximize also your time in navigating and in managing your data. Okay, let's move. Questions so far? Any other questions aside from Jaden? How about Mariana?
No, sir.
Yes, Jaden.
Why does the keyboards not have an FN key?
Sometimes they didn't actually include or incorporate the FN keys in the keyboard simply because their keyboards are already complete. If you're going to look at it, it has a complete function already. But if the number of keys are limited, just like in the laptops have limited keys in their keyboards, they usually have the second function on the F functions, the F1 to 12. And of course, in the up and down, arrow up, okay, or the navigation keys, they also incorporate some of those second function keys in the navigation keys. Any other question aside from Jaden?
No.
RJ, Mariana, Travis?
No.
No.
Okay, Levi? All right, let's continue. By the way, we had discussed previously the latest version of Microsoft Office or Windows, Microsoft Windows, correct? We're talking about Windows 11.
Yes.
Okay. I am now using Windows 11 and it's quite good. I'll let you see na lang because this is actually included in our topic class meeting. Okay, let me share my desktop.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's better. So this is my desktop. As you can see, I have here the keys for Windows 11. Okay, navigation keys. This is all apps. Okay, and of course, features of Windows 11, just like this one. If you have actually two different desktop views, you can actually use different desktop views. Okay, what else? How about this one? The settings mode. If you're going to look at the settings here, it's different. Okay. It looks like Android actually, but it's more organized. Okay. How about the activation? Looks like Android actually. It's Windows 11 Pro. I'm using Windows 11 Pro. Okay. How about the device? So this is my specs. Okay. My version is 21H2. That's the latest. Okay. And that's it. There are a lot of features of Windows 11, which is really good and which maximizes also your hardware, just like this one. I will let you see. Okay, this is the performance. As you can see, it's already, it is just 27%, 24, and hard disks, it uses much. Okay, it actually utilizes much. Okay, memory, my graphics card. That's it. If you're planning to upgrade your laptops and PCs into Windows 11, go for it, because Windows 11 is good. Okay, let's continue. Okay, can you see my shared screen again?
Yes.
Let's move now to navigating data ranges. Okay, to go to the latest cell in a row of data, click Control plus down. Okay, the other arrow keys combined with the other arrow keys has the same function. Therefore, Control plus right will jump in the cursor to the last data to the right. Okay, same. When there is a need to highlight the entire column or row, okay, column or row of data, if you have actually a row of data, use Control Shift plus down. That's for the data row. And Control Shift to the right respectively. Okay. Instead of the cursor jumping to the last cell in the row or column, adding the Shift key would highlight the entire row or column. Creating simple spreadsheets. Okay. Again, you have a task, a performance task after this entire module. At the end, that you will be creating an Excel file, and you will be submitting that Excel file to me. Take note of some of the details. Creating simple spreadsheets. Entering values in cells. Values can be entered in the cells by clicking directly on the cell. Okay. Text and numbers can be entered in cells. Numbers can be either be decimal numbers, percentage or percentile, dates, and etc. or basic numbers. The example below shows a simple data arrange. In ranges, it contains text for the title and row, columns, or headers, and numbers for values. So this is just simple. Okay. As you can see, there is a title. Okay. Row. Okay. Row 3, column B, C, D are the labels. Okay. Row 4, 5, 6, 7, and column A, B, C, D, and C, D are actually data. These are data. Okay. From B4, C4, D4, B5, C5, D5, B6, C6, D6, and B7, C7, D7. These are the data. These are just basic. Okay. Meanwhile, formulas are added by starting with an equal sign. Okay. In the formula bar, cells are then clicked to call them in formula, or if you're going to incorporate or to create, okay, a formula, then you need to apply it in a particular cell. So this is the time that you will actually click on the cell to call them, or click on the cell to react in order for that formula to be formulated in that particular cell. Okay, just like this one. If you're going to add, okay, this is addition actually, equal sign. Okay, I had just click B4, B5, B6, and B7. Okay, equal sign. Okay, again, equal sign, B4, B5, B6, B7, and enter. Oh, automatically you can have your what? The summation, the sum of those numbers. Okay, that's how quick MS Excel is if you're going to look at, if you're going to maximize it. Talking about data management. Functions can help in creating shorter formulas. Like for example, if you're going to maximize the formula bar, okay, and use some of the algorithm there, meaning functions, okay, equal to, if I'm going to maximize it, okay, I will just put sum, open parentheses, B4, starting from B4, which you're actually giving MS Excel an idea to enclose, okay, to enclose B4 to B7, okay, and take the sum, okay, the summary or the sum of these cells enclosed. If you're going to enter it, okay, or press enter, automatically it will give you the summation or the sum of those numbers, same as what we did, okay. Instead of clicking adjacent cell with 1 by 1, a range of cell can be called using a colon. Okay. That's one good characteristic also of MS Excel. In the example, the B4 to B7 pertains to cells including between B4 and B7, or all the columns in between. Okay. Basic cell operation, cells can be formatted in different ways. There are different ways on formatting your cell. Okay. The Home tab contains most of the cell formatting options. If you're going to click the Home tab, you can see a lot of formatting options there. Okay, here in the illustration. So cell ranges can be formatted all at the same time by highlighting. Okay. What's good with MS Excel is that you can highlight anything. You can highlight even the entire cell and have them formatted at the same time. So you can actually maximize also your time. The fill color option fills the cell with color as chosen from the color palette. Okay. The colors also is really important in order for you to put a label or mark on your cell or in your data. Just like this one. Okay. Excel's grid lines may be visible to users, but this visibility is just to guide users in aligning values, okay, in rows and columns. When the worksheet is printed or converted into PDF, these grid lines do not appear, of course, because you are converting it into PDF. To create a range with cell borders in Home tab, okay, find borders option or button and choose the desired position of the cells, choosing all borders, okay, because these are imaginary lines, okay. But if you want this to be printed out, okay, you need to choose all borders. Okay, you need to put borders on them. Would ensure that the cell has borders on all sides, just like this one, okay? The border. These cells are all imaginary lines, okay? You need to put borders on them in order for this to be what? To be visible in your printouts or in your PDF, okay? The size of the cells can be adjusted. The column letters are separated by lines, which are dragged, or if you're going to drag this one, will increase or decrease the cells width. Okay, meanwhile, dragging the row numbers on the left side of the worksheet can increase or decrease the cell height. So these are just the basics, right? This one, if you're going to drag this one, okay, it will just actually change the width. Okay, if you want to change the height of your cell, you need to drag this over this line here to change, okay, the height of your cell. Note that dragging multiple columns and rows at the same time is possible by highlighting the entire column and row by clicking on the left column letters or row numbers. So you can actually highlight, like for example, from column A to column D, I want this, okay, to expand in width at the same time. So you highlight column A to column D and you drag. So those columns will automatically adjust itself to your desired width. Okay, just like this one. I highlighted column C and column D. When I drag it over, I can actually change the width of these cells or this column. Autofit, okay? Autofit function is a feature of rows and columns that helps in adjusting widths and heights, okay? In this feature, Excel determines the width and the height of each row and column based on the length of its values, okay? To execute this, highlight the entire row or column and double-click on one of the column or row, the cell in its own, by ensuring that all characters are visible and leaving minimal spaces on the cell padding, okay? This is for us also to maximize the space, okay, in your characters or in your data, okay? The space between the values and the borders. That's the cell padding. Okay, so this is it. Okay, if you're going to double click on this area here, okay, it will adjust to its desired, okay, desired space or desired size. It depends also upon your what? Upon your entry or your data. So that's Autofit. Rows and columns. Okay, inserting rows and columns. To do this, when a row is highlighted, it can be right-clicked to bring out the drop-down menu that will allow inserting a new row below and selected section, or by choosing insert from the drop-down. This can also be done for columns. Columns and rows. Okay, you can actually add a column or a row, okay, by highlighting and right-clicking on the column or in a row. Okay, just like this one. Okay, I want to add a row. Okay, a row after row 3. So you just insert row, and automatically it will be inserted, or the row will be inserted in your MS Excel file. Okay, I think we had discussed a lot. Let's continue by next meeting. Do you have any questions so far with the discussed
No,
stuff?
no.
We have a
Okay.
No.
quiz.
We can, of course. My mic still doesn't work, Travis. Okay, any other question? By the way, let me remind you again about your activities in the second quarter. Okay, again, let's have an agreement. I think we had an agreement last time that I will not accept papers from the second quarter. Okay, if you're going to miss submitting it on the third quarter, right? Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Okay, let's continue with the discussion by next meeting with MS Excel, and hopefully you can submit your performance task at the end of this module. Okay, activities will follow after.
Yes.
I think that will be all for today, class. Thank you for your participation, grade 7. Have a nice day. Take your lunch. Bye-bye.